Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is so funny that the United States of America is refusing to send their troops to Haiti despite backing Kenyan police mission in Haiti. I think this hypocrisy. You cannot tell us that Kenya is having more experienced security personnel than the United States of America. This morning, US President Joe Biden's administration has rejected plans to send their troops to Haiti in the Kenya-led peacekeeping mission. As per the national security official who spoke to Clutchy, an American publication, on Monday, March 4th, the US is urgently mobilizing all possible assistance, including from the international community, to aid the Caribbean nation, that is Haiti. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to dig in why Joe Biden is refusing to send his experienced troops in Haiti as things are worsening. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video and you have not liked this video, please do me a favor, ensure you like this video. When you like this video, you automatically support the work of this channel. So please consider liking, commenting, and sharing this video. If you're a visitor for the first time visiting this channel, please do me a favor, ensure you subscribe to this channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, I want to appreciate you so much because of a great job. If it was not you, we could have not reached this milestone that we are today. May God bless you. I appreciate so much. Now, let us go back to the main discussion. Now, why is it that the United States of America is refusing to send their experienced troops in Haiti as things are worsening in Haiti? Chaos now is the order of the day in Haiti. But meanwhile, after Haiti declared a state emergency, according to the White House National Security Communication Advisor, came out emphasizing that the White House was working to expedite the deployment of Kenya police officers, but not their own troops. Yani, they're telling us they're ensuring that Kenya is going to do faster, deploying their police officers in Haiti because things are not good. Yet they are having prepared, experienced troops who can go to this Caribbean nation, and that is Haiti. Yet they are telling us that they are trying their best to ensure they're pushing Kenya was expeditious deployment of these police officers. Now, through the weekend, the senior US government official remained in close contact with senior Haitian government officials and members of the international community to help mobilizing the situation and to move quickly, So this kind of rush is to force Kenya. Can I say it forcing or what? Yani wanaharakisha, then kuharakisha ni kama they have an agenda with our police. Yani, when you look at even the distance from Kenya to Haiti is miles and miles compared to distance from America to Haiti. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the emphasis that the US was working with international partners to offer Haiti immediate support is just to push Kenya, not other nation. It is Kenya. So the decision to not send the US troops to Haiti was made despite request from Haitian officials who urged that Kenya's deployment had been delayed, leading to more chaos in Haiti. So Haitian officials called for the emergency deployment of the U.S. Special Forces, not Kenya. If you want to understand something that is very crucial there, not Kenya. They are requesting for U.S. Special Forces because already Kenya is delaying towards the deployment of their police officers. But now, America is having special forces. Can they deploy them in Haiti so that they can stabilize this peace? But now, as we continue, according to Haitian diplomatic officials, raised this concern, immediately the Prime Minister, Henry, declared a 72-hour communication emergency with their U.S. officials. So the U.S. has been among the global nations advocating for the deployment of 1,000 Kenyan police officers, alongside personnel from various other countries to address the widespread violence in Haiti. So the Biden administration had pledged to support the mission with 28.7 billion Kenyan shillings. This is roughly 200 million US dollars. However, this allocation faced opposition from Republican lawmakers in Congress. Earlier on, the Republican lawmakers in Congress rejected this action of Joe Biden's administration supporting the mission and pledging 28.7 billion Kenyan shillings, which it was not according to the expectations of the Republican lawmakers in Congress. Meanwhile, Kenya was among 4 nations who are, of course, set to deploy officers to the war-torn nation, that is Haiti. Some of these countries are Jamaica, who are to give their forces, the Bahamas, Antigua, and Barbuda. But last week, Benin pledged to send 2,000 troops to the mission. So Kenya's deployment was, however, blocked by the High Court in January and termed as unconstitutional. But now, despite the ruling, President Ruto pledged to deploy the officers, hata kama nini itafanyika, after talks with the Haitian officials. And even last day, we saw William Ruto meeting the Prime Minister of Haiti, the acting Prime Minister of Haiti, Henry. Now, on Friday, March 1st, Ruto and Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry signed an agreement to deploy the police officers. As we speak, they have not deployed it. And this is whatever William Ruto said, that we are offering the experience and expertise of our police officers in the multinational security support mission in Haiti as mandated by the United Nations Security Council and as guided by our courts. Which courts? Courts rejected the deployment. Then you're telling us that as guided by court. How? That is the question we are asking. Now, is it now the same with Americans? In fact, let me say Kenya should be paid upfront first, even before anyone policeman gets on a plane. Let them be paid. This issue whereby we will be told, oh, they will be paid. Then they will go have their mission according to our prayers, warudi vizuri salama. Utapata kwamba hawa watu fulani ndio watakula hii pesa. So America is spending billions in Israel and Ukraine. What is needed is millions, not billions, just to support the work in Haiti. So it is now not as per the expectations we are having. Because I thought US was going to deploy also their special forces in Haiti. But they are rejecting it. Why spend your money funding other police officers to go and deal with this chaos, yet you have experienced special forces. But something that I have realized also with our Kenya, in Kenya, only money is important, nothing else. And they will push it hard. They will push it hard to ensure that these police officers are going there, so that at least they can have this money. Ladies and gentlemen, is it fair for the United States of America to withdraw their troops, or rather even to withdraw, to reject and refuse to deploy their special forces in Haiti? What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.